All right, so here we are on day three, end of day three, um, with India on 215 for the loss of 2 wickets after 80 overs. So this is some class batting from Indian seniors, to be precise, because we've got Rohit Sharma who's got 59. He scored a 50, but then very marginally difficult decision um, to lose his wicket. Robinson with an LBW, followed by a beautiful partnership between Pujara and Kohli, which is still unbeaten. Pujara on 91 from 180 deliveries, and Virat Kohli on 45 from 94 balls. The ball seemed to be doing a bit for the spinners towards the end of the game when Joe Root and Moeen Ali started spinning the ball a bit. But then at one point in time, they didn't want both of the Indian batters to reach their milestones to 150 respectively. So Joe Root made a strategical call to um, bring in the seamers, which would eventually be called off by the umpires. They ended the day with I guess there were probably three more overs that could have been balled, but since the seamers were brought into the attack, it had to be called out a bit early. But then seeing day three, I was actually skeptical from the performance that we had in the first innings. Um, I was even thinking, is it just for the Indian bowlers it is not working, or is it just for the Indian batters? There's something wrong with the pitch. But then today the Indian batters have come out and showed that it is actually the pitch that has flattened out, and it is actually helping the batsmen to bat brilliantly, and that's exactly what we're seeing. Pujara is showing his masterclass, and for me, any time when you score a century in the second innings, it is even more special than a first inning century, because the pitch would have deteriorated a bit, and scoring centuries in your third innings and fourth innings is pretty much difficult than scoring it on your first and the second innings. From this, we get to know the caliber of the player who is India's number three, and he is India's number three for a reason. There was plenty of questions that were asked if the wall is actually broken and crushed into pieces, but then Pujara has just showed that it's not the case, and Pujara, his on 91, the way that he was tackling spinners, he still has that technique where he brings his legs forward. If it is if it is pitched outside off, and if he feels the impact would be outside off, and he uses his leg to defend those line of deliveries than going with the bat. That is something he might have to. I'm not sure if that is the right tactic to use. You know, Given that the ball has actually started spinning a bit, but then eventually tomorrow a new ball will be taken. Anderson, Robinson have been doing a good job. Overton as well with the ball in the first innings, and also in the second innings they were asking a lot of questions with the ball. But then um, for me, the pick of the bowlers would be Ollie Robinson, 18 overs, 4 maidens, and 40 runs. And as well, Overton was also good, 17 overs, 35 runs with 6 maidens. Both of them picked up 1 wicket each, but Jimmy Anderson did not get any wickets, probably after the innings that he had in the first innings. Probably Indian batsmen would have watched some of his videos and could have prepared mentally for how to tackle Jimmy Anderson. So 19 overs, 51 runs without any wicket for Jimmy Anderson at this point in time. But everything could change tomorrow morning, given that there will be a new ball and Jimmy is probably going to get his hand first on the ball. So things could rapidly change, and it is. I'd still call it England's game at this point in time. But if India is able to survive the first session without any wickets, then we would slowly be swinging this match around. Not in India's favor for a win, but then we could well go ahead for a draw. We are at this point in time more than 100 runs behind, 139 runs to be precise. So there is a lot of batting to come as well in India's middle order. Only thing is that Ajinkya Rahane's form hasn't been that great, and Rishabh Pant has been getting out on a similar fashion for the entire series. So that is something that he would need some working on. So it's going to be interesting on how he's going to be tackling that sort of a weakness that the England bowlers seem to have exploited. So let's wait and see if India is able to pull off a draw here. A draw would still mean that India would lead the series 1-0. So hopefully things go well for India the next day. But then from England's perspective, they would be looking to pick up some early wickets tomorrow and put India straight on the back foot. And there is a good chance for doing that as well. And that is exactly why Joe Root wanted Cheteshwar Pujara on the 90s and Virat Kohli on 40s. So that when they near their milestone, it could be and especially with their bowlers operating with the new ball, it could be the test for their nerves. So it's going to be interesting the first 2 hours tomorrow. Hopefully we see some exciting cricket, and at this point in time there is no forecast of any rain, so we would be starting in the right time, IST time 3:30 p.m. So all good at this point in time. An interesting test match, interesting day 2, end of day 3. More to come. I'll keep you posted with regular score updates and anything with respect to cricket and English football. Watch out the space for further information. Please like, share and subscribe this video and share it with your friends. We will continue to perform tactical analysis of each games as and when the games get over. So see you for the next video. Until that, it's Vijay signing off. Bye bye.